If you have student loan, car loan, mortgage, if you ever take out something from Quartz or Singer, worse if you have a credit card, just watch this video, my beg, because you actually need to know how much these actually cost. So that's it. Don't forget to like, share, comment, subscribe, tell a friend, because this might save you money or even help you make money. So that's it. Let's begin. So there are two ways that loans are processed. You have loans through simple interest and you have loans through compound interest. You ever buy like a bed or you hear somebody buy a bed and say, oh, them take it up on court and then pay for it 3 times? Yeah, that is compound interest. But let me explain from the start. So simple interest is essentially calculated on the original principal of the money borrowed or invested. And the formula for simple interest is P times R times T, which is the principal times the interest rate times how long you have it. And as such, the interest rate becomes consistent along the duration of the loan or the investment. However, compound interest now, it's calculated on the principal plus the accumulated interest that has been incurring on that same principal. So essentially you're paying the principal plus you're paying interest on the interest. And will make a sum of money actually grow faster than simple interest. And doing compound interest is a bit more tricky because it factors in several other stuff like how frequent will the interest be compounded, what's the duration, if it's daily, weekly, monthly, quarterly, so on and so forth, in addition to the interest and how long it will be going on for. And for those who are curious, the formula for compound interest is future value in n years equal present value at now multiplied by 1 plus annual interest rate powered by the number of years expected for the loan. And that is where amortization comes in. And at the end of this video, I am actually going to give you guys an amortization schedule to calculate your loans. However, it'll only be up for 24 hours. So after 24 hours, I'm going to delete it off the Telegram group. So all who get to watch it within the 24 hours, kudos to you guys. You have a powerful calculator at your disposal. Alright, so amortization essentially is the concept of paying off debt in equal installments over a period of time. And as this process continues, the interest amount becomes smaller and the principal amount becomes larger. And yes, amortization typically uses compound interest. And while simple interest might be the most straightforward and easiest methods to use, it's not really used in the real world. It's mean just an idea. And it's because whenever you have loans and investments, when you're doing compound interest, it increases faster over time. So, yeah. And amortization is really an accounting technique used to gradually decrease or write off expenses over equal interval periods. Say, to kill off debt gradually and slowly over time. For example, cars. Whenever you take out a car loan or anything, you gradually pay it off little over a period of years until you finish. Alright, so the purpose of amortization, and yes, it might sound bad as a borrower. However, amortization essentially just provides the borrower with the option to pay off their debt in smaller intervals at a more manageable pace without actually like having the person have to drastically change them life. Them normally buy lunch now every day, them just crackers and water. But yes, it allows persons not have to drastically change their standard of living and able to like pay off their debt in a more manageable sequence. And the most commonly used purposes for amortization is really for like car loans, mortgages, especially mortgages, hire purchase, and loans, like literally loans. So yeah, and is with this standardized cycle that actually helps like financial institutions like can provide accurate accounting and be able to accurately manage inflows and outflows of cash and so on and so forth. However, we don't ramble now. So this is the amortization that I created back in college. So yeah. Alright, from the generally, I really don't know how to explain this per se. I just go through all the calculations. However, what I'll do is just show you how to use it. Because as I say, it's going to be up for 24 hours. 24 hours only. Alright. So whatever time this video drop, 24 hours till then. So how you use it. So you have the input values, which essentially you only can enter things here. So all the rest of the cell is locked for you guys' own safeties. It means everything else locked on it, basically. Alright. So over this side now, where these are the formulas. So ANI, which is ordinary annuity, this is the formula. So it's really interest. Uh is a long formula. And generally but I really want to do it. I don't really explain no anything, but what you need, you're going to need the interest rate, you're going to ordinary annuity, you're going to need the period, the payment period, the loan amount, and you're going to need the frequency table. This is right. Frequency table. Alright, so frequency table just mean how often will you be repaying the loan? Daily, weekly, fortnightly, so on and so forth. Alright, and I'm going to show you how it actually works by actually just doing some calculations. Let's say we want a 2017 Subaru. Let's say we want a 2017 Subaru and it costs, let's say, 2.3 million. So $2.3 million it costs. Alright, and the payment period we get is 6 years. Say 6 years. 6 years the payment period I get, and you're paying monthly because most persons get paid monthly. However, with this you can change it down to daily, weekly, biannually, however long. But I'm going to show you the difference and how this can help you to make like your best financial decision. Alright, so I say we get a 3% interest rate, which for a regular person is not, but like when you're in the banking sector, you get 3%. This would essentially be your monthly payments that you do. So if you notice, the interest rate starts off heavy, but it gradually decreases. It gradually decreases 4,000, you can see 3,000, 1,000, so on and so forth, and go all the way to 87 cents. And then when you check now the principal, it starts off smaller, but it gradually increases. Gradually increases. As you can see, gradually increases. See the 31,000, 32,000, 33, so on and so forth, 34, until everything pay off. Alright? And that is what I'm saying, that interest rate is top heavy, so you really pay off more upon the interest first before you even get onto the actual principal. So yeah, eventually it comes down, and yeah, alright, there's some. So, yeah. So over this side now just really just shows you a summary of what it is. So when you put in information here, so, and the thing is, when once you put in the amount you're getting for the loan, then you don't necessarily put in the interest, and it gives you the prompt, or you can put in the monthly and you still got the interest. So yeah, so now the loan give the summary. So it give the payment amount, the scheduled payments, how much is supposed to pay, the effective interest rate per annum, the payment period in months because months you chose, and then you see the interest. See, in total you're paying $216,000 on the interest money, and in total when you add this and this, you're going to get total payment of 2.5 million. So you borrow 2.3, but you're paying that. So this is why compound interest is interesting now. So I'm going to change the variables. We're going to maintain the same interest rate, we're going to maintain the same loan. The only thing that we're going to change is one, we're going to change, I'm going to show you two factors. So we're going to change the monthly, so how frequent you're going to pay it. I'm going to see if it increases or decreases the total interest it actually pays. And then we're going to increase the year, as in a year. So first thing first, we're going to do the month. So say, we nobody want to pay monthly, you want to pay every 2 weeks, every fortnight. What you're going to notice, like you're paying more, so it gradually decreased. As you can see, it was 2.16 and now it's that. So it gradually increased. But suppose we decide, alright, I'll pay every week. Go down a little bit, go down a little bit. Or we'll pay daily, it go down a little bit, go down a little bit. Alright, suppose we decide, say, we're going to pay once every 2 years. We're going to pay. You're going to see go up it, just go up it. Basically, because this was 2.16 when it was monthly. So 2.16, like 216,000. And then now biannually, it gone all the way up to 281,000. So you pay more on it. Alright? Say, what will happen now if we put it back to monthly, but them give us more time to pay it? So when them give a longer time, that's why when you see some places them are give a longer time, I'm going to show you why. So let's say it moved from 6 and them, me get 10 years to pay it off. Alright? You see how much interest you're paying on it? Almost 50% more you pay. Because remember, I say originally it was 2,116 and them just get 10 years. So yeah, granted, the monthly payments when it's 10 years going to be smaller, as you can see, is 22,000 you're going to pay, but you're going to end up pay at the end of the day more money. And suppose you decide, all right, the 2 mil, may I try box stuff in like say 3 years. It's mean basically half you pay. You pay half of the total interest, is just that your monthly payment is going to be a bit more higher. And that is one of the benefits of amortization. It gives you a decent amount that you are able to cover without drastically affecting you. So yeah. So that essentially is it. And like with this now, and with this now, you can sit down and understand like how best suited certain things are if you want to save some money. Suppose you can borrow money from XY from Tom, and Tom, like when you do put an amortization schedule, you save 20%, and then borrowing from somebody else, you save 10%. Then you can literally just use this as your calculator. For persons who would understand per se, or who actually going to use it, will understand. So essentially, as I say, these are your own metrics that you're going to put in. Everything else is protected because, well, yeah, I don't remember the password for sure. So if protected, you can see your payments down to the T. And what I would love for is if somebody in the comment section could try it and then let me know if it actually works for you guys. I've tried it, tested it for years now, and it works. And I did it from a project at UE, and I did get 15 out of 15. So yeah, just let me know how it went, and then yeah. And as I said, it can only be up for 24 hours. But if you guys are going to be interested in after that, it's going to be on my stock course. So yeah, link will be in the description. Alright, so now we know if we actually use an amortization schedule, what are some of the benefits, and I guess some of the disadvantages. As mentioned before, it allows borrowers to can gradually make smaller payments without drastically affecting how they live their life. Two, it provides a more accurate form of accounting that you can account for as for you as an individual or even financial institutions. Two, accurate accounting. And it just that with having exact or similar monthly or more of a period of installments, it's easier to keep track of basically and can predict your inflows and outflows of capital. And this is more for corporation in the case where you literally can use it as tax write-off because it is expensive that come in monthly or yearly and so on and so forth. So it can help with your bottom line. So yeah. And lastly, as an advantage, having an amortization schedule at your disposal is powerful. At the end of the day, it is very powerful because in I think the second video from this you'll understand why. However, yeah, it helps you to can visually see your payments, also see what you're actually charging on interest. It also helps you to decide, oh, well, it's better I pay it off now than wait later and it costs more, or so on and so forth. It is powerful. Trust me, it is powerful. I think the second most powerful thing to it is probably a component calculator to like see how your future might stay. So yeah. Alright, so for some of the disadvantages now, one of the biggest disadvantage would be the interest front loading, which means it going mostly pay off the interest first and the principal, so it'll take longer to actually get to the principal, and the loan duration might take longer and so on and so forth. And essentially, the longer you take to pay it off is the more it actually costs you at the end. So there is that. Second thing is, well, it going to tie up your liquid cash because even though you're paying smaller monthly payments, still tying up capital that could have been used for other stuff. So yeah, those 5 and 10 grand add up. And this is really for the lender, but normally financial institutions already calculate this in it, but it doesn't. Amortization doesn't factor in inflation. Alright, so that is the issue. However, as I'm saying, normally financial institutions calculate this. So if they know that inflation for the projected period going to be 10%, they will probably give you an amortization schedule of 15 or 20% just to highball it to just cover their basis of inflation. So there's that. Because at the end of the day, it will affect your purchasing power once you get back all your money. So yeah, you might could have buy a pound of rice $100, and then by the time you get back your money, pound of rice is for like $110. So you're gonna need to find $10 out of your pocket. So, however, in summary, I guess at the end of the day, amortization schedule is good and bad depending on how you look at it. However, it is up to each individual. So lenders and borrowers like assess their current situation and see how best they can use it and manipulate it. In addition to the fact now that I've literally given you guys one of the holy grails, and it's really up to you guys to decide whether or not you're going to take on the mantle. So yeah. Hope you guys actually use it for save some money or something. Or something. Yeah. So yeah, I'm going to show you guys how to actually find the Excel sheet because a lot of persons still don't know. So here it is. As always, guys, love you and catch you in the next video. Peace. Alright, so basically, right, what I'm going to do is you just go on my channel. The video that I drop now has it. So when you go into the description of the video, which is here, so you're going to see it. Where to get the Excel. Just click on that link on my Telegram, and then this essentially is it. So